Hello and welcome to another episode of the Weekly Whatever, our weekly show where we talk about whatever we want. I'm Chris,
And I'm Brad.
and let's give a warm Weekly Whatever welcome to Patton Oswalt joining us in the studio today.
Oh, that's fantastic.
He's just a really big Survivor fan, of course, because
Sure.
he's he's just really into that stuff,
Yeah.
of
Oh,
course.
man.
Last week we had scheduled Jamie Foxx to be on the show, but he canceled at the last minute to practice his singing because he was going to be, you know, he had a thing this week, I guess. I don't know. He canceled on us, so we just scrapped the whole thing.
Oh my god. Oh, I didn't see that coming. That was amazing. Oh, man. Yeah, he probably should have been practicing a little earlier than just last week.
Yeah.
Oh,
A
dear.
little earlier, yeah.
All right. Well, that's fantastic. This is a good start to the
Yeah,
show. I can't wait to talk Survivor with you and Patton
this
Oswald.
is going to be a good one,
Yeah,
of course.
yeah. Big friend of the show, Patton Oswald. All right. Um, Big episode of Survivor this last week. We missed 1 week, but we're back, and we're back with a good one. Crazy Tribal Council that we have to talk about.
Oh, yeah. One of the most fun tribals. Easily the most fun tribal this season, but one of the most
Yes.
fun in a long time.
Yeah, this one was really
Oh,
good.
man.
Really good idol play from both sides of the idol. Those against it and with it.
Yeah.
I liked it. All right.
So much fun.
Yes. All right. So as usual, we're gonna go through the episode in chronological order, talking about good moves and bad moves. Um, and yeah, and then I want to get into this week because there's 7 players left. I want to get into each player and whether or not they have a shot at winning the game, and how they have to get to the end in order to do that. Okay. So,
Big episode planned. It's going to be great.
oh, it's fantastic. All right. Good move, bad move. Beginning of this episode. Hold on. Let's actually set it up because we forgot to do that. End of this episode, we know Shireen is the one that went home. Did not get the idol
Yes.
from Mike. Um,
Not a chance.
no, we had a double immunity challenge where a man and a woman both got to win immunity. We'll talk about
Oh,
that.
yeah, okay. Good move, bad move.
Yeah.
Having two immunity idols.
It felt
Like on the producer's part.
it felt like a really convenient move. Like, hey,
Yeah.
Mike and Shireen. I mean, why don't we just have 2 immunities and hey, maybe Shireen will win and then they'll both be safe and hooray because we love them. Um, yeah, I, I don't hate it, but I don't think it added anything really.
It's been done before, right?
Yes, it has on that challenge before.
And, oh, on that specific. Okay.
Yes, there is
Interesting.
there is some precedent, but uh,
Hmm.
yeah, I don't know. It just I don't really like it because there's only 3 women in the game.
Hmm.
There were 5
I-
guys, 4 guys, 5 guys. Like I
Something
don't
like
know.
that.
Yeah.
I wouldn't have thought it was this challenge that they had done that on. I thought it was something that was like more of a skew between how a man could perform compared to a woman, like something where a man would have a clear advantage or a woman would have a clear advantage,
Yeah, that's actually
instead
a
of
really
like,
good point.
because that's a case where you kind of need to differentiate the two. Whereas
Yeah.
with this, it kind of felt like it could have gone to either, maybe.
Yeah, no, because they had it set to your body weight, right? When you started the
Yeah,
game. So
exactly.
then I mean, in theory, it should
25%.
be relatively fair. Um, so yeah, that's actually a good point. Um, that makes me dislike it more. I'd rather they just had one immunity idol, which Mike probably would have won anyway. It wouldn't have changed anything, but uh,
Nope.
I don't know. Yeah, no doubt that Mama C was gonna win that. Carolyn was gonna win that challenge
Oh
out of the
yeah.
women for sure. Um, all right, so let's go through the episode in order. We start out with Sierra talking to Rodney, trying to get him to blindside Tyler. Good move, bad move.
I think that was a good move for her to start planting that seed that Tyler, yeah, like she's aware of Tyler, and she needs to, spread the word on that if she wants to do anything about it. If she just wants to sit by and let him stomp her, then that's cool too. But no, I think that was the right move on her part, and she didn't push too hard. She wasn't like beating him over the head with it. It was just
Yeah,
kind of like, hey, this is happening.
yeah, I agree. And I mean, I want
At
to
least that's
talk.
how I recall it.
Yeah, I want to talk more about Sierra when we talk about who can win the game. But I think if she wants to be able to win the game, she needs to start doing things like this.
Hmm.
So I agree. I think that's a good move. Dangerous if Rodney just says to Tyler, "Hey, Sarah's trying to get you out," but
Yeah.
good move. I liked it. All right. Good move, bad move, and this is just more opinion, I guess, than anything. And I don't really know how you're gonna answer this, but the editors gave us very little of Tyler all season, and now suddenly he's everyone's biggest threat. And everyone wants to get Tyler out. And it just kind of came out of nowhere this episode. So good move, bad move on the editors, not really setting that up too well.
Yeah, I don't know, because like we still don't really know the full story that they're trying to tell, so it's
Right,
hard to say because maybe he was playing such a receded, in the shadows game that there wasn't really anything to show at that point.
right. That's fair.
So it would have just been boring television otherwise.
Right. Okay. That is fair. Yeah, I don't think yeah, Tyler's not great TV. He's pretty good at Survivor, but I don't think he's not great at the TV part. Okay.
Yeah.
Amazingly, another Tyler question. He had such a big episode this week.
Oh yeah.
Good move, bad move. Going through Dan's bag to learn about the advantage.
Oh my god, that was such a good move. That just made me so happy. It was like it was so villainous, and there hasn't been that much real villainy this season.
hmm Not through gameplay.
It was good. It was
Yeah,
fun. Yeah.
yeah,
Well, yeah. Okay, you have like Will yelling at people and
yeah.
stuff,
That
just being an
was
asshole.
yeah, pretty villainous, but not in a fun way.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, I thought that was. It seemed really out of character for Tyler. Like he's so calculated, and then he just like runs by and swipes
Mm,
Dan's bag.
I think that was though because it's like he's doing what he has to do, and he's being as stealthy as possible. Like that's just the way he's been playing the game, and this is just an extension of that. Like he needs to know what Dan knows, and he knows Dan will never tell him because Dan's not that big of an idiot. So he just does what he has to do.
Right.
I don't know. That's kind of how I saw it.
Yeah. Okay. Definitely a good
I
move
mean,
though. I
yeah,
agree.
you wouldn't think he would have that in him, but we'll
Yeah.
see.
Yeah. Oh, I agree. I love seeing it because hey, man, anything that is good gameplay from him, I want. Needs to build that case going into final tribal if he can get there because he's my dude. He's gonna bring it home. I believe.
You believe?
I believe.
Ah, damn
All right.
I'm just glad my dude's still in there.
He's hanging in.
Not gone yet.
And he's guaranteed top 6. Mr. Mike. All right.
Maybe Jeff is. Maybe this is the one who's going on the real immunity run. It was
Yeah,
never about what's his face with the
Joe.
hair.
Joe. Yeah. Okay. Okay. This is. I was gonna wait and talk about this later, but since you kind of brought it up. Um. Okay. Mike started out really, really strategic, and now he's found himself on the bottom, having to win every challenge to get to the finals. Does that weaken his game in the final tribal if he's sitting next to people like Carolyn or Tyler or even Rodney?
Absolutely not. Just because while he's doing all of this physical shit, he's still being completely insane and pulling some crazy meta shit. So we'll get to that. But
Yeah. Okay.
I think he's still strategic and physical.
Oh, it's the whole package. All right.
Maybe. I mean, I'm not gonna say that's why I picked him on day one, but I
Yeah.
mean, I
Like
can kind of see it.
I can't believe the
What other kind of person would eat a scorpion?
Yeah, right? Like holy shit. You just knew like oh man, that guy ate a scorpion, he's going to be great at strategy.
Oh yeah.
That guy's got really good forward thinking. Jesus, I
Well,
can't.
no, I wouldn't say forward
I
thinking.
can't believe
Mike is not a
that worked out.
forward thinker.
No, he's not.
Oh, it worked out. I mean, a lot of the stuff I said back then was like he's gonna be like this JT guy who everybody loves and will just sort of roll all the way to the end. It didn't really work out that
Yeah,
way.
no, but to that on that, the jury right now, Haley, Joe, Jen, and Shireen, they all love Mike. Or I
It's
mean,
true.
like Jen and Shireen for sure, and then I mean Haley will do whatever Jen says. So right, like he's got 4 votes on the jury right now. If it's a final 3 and there's 8 votes, I mean he's in good shape, having half the votes already.
He's got that jury on lock.
Yeah, that means you can't take him to the end. Well, of course, no one's going to take him to the end. They want him out. Anyway, all right. We already talked about the immunity challenge and having 2 immunities available, but this is something that I thought of uh, a few days ago, not while I was watching the episode. But do you think that Tyler, because he went out early in that challenge, do you think he dropped out on purpose to kind of make himself seem less threatening in the challenges?
Probably. Because it has come up that he's like comp threat, right?
Yeah.
So it's very, very likely. But I didn't think that at the time.
Yeah.
Very possible, though.
It I mean he went out before let's see if I have it in my notes. He went out so easily. Yeah, he dropped before Will and Dan. I mean,
Seriously?
yeah. I mean,
Oh,
come
yeah,
on.
let's not try.
Yeah. Like, come on. You can do better than Will. All right. So I think it's possible, and we talked about it when he won that first immunity challenge that Joe was unable to win. It's like I don't think it's a good idea for him to be staying in and being this comp beast because it's just painting an unnecessary target on his back, and it kind of has.
Hmm.
Okay. Um, that's all I have that I wanted to touch on. That's not from Tribal Council. So if there's anything else that you can think of, uh, speak now.
um, hmm. Well, Mike and Dan had that conversation by the water, I think. There wasn't really much there.
Yes.
I mean, good move, bad move. Dan just completely disregarding everything that Mike said after the blowout with the letters.
Um, I mean, kind of bad move because like everything Mike was saying was right. It was just really bad timing.
Yeah.
And Dan's just I mean, Dan amazingly Dan thinks Mike flipped when really everyone else flipped and Dan went with them. So, yeah, I mean it is a bad move, but for Dan, I mean, I don't think he wants to be Mike's best friend. After this episode, maybe he does, but at that point, I'm thinking the best move for him is just to stick with the majority and continue to um, try and get to the end, just being a goat. I think is his best shot at this point.
Yeah.
All right, going to tribal. Good move, bad move. And I might skip some stuff because I was focusing so much on tribal. I don't have much in my notes. But Mike pulling out the idol and saying he's gonna play it for Shireen. Good move.
Oh, yeah. I
Yeah.
mean, so you're talking about like everything, right?
Just
Like,
I'm going through it in
I'm
stages.
gonna.
But yeah. Just
I mean, it's kind of a whole package thing, right? Because on its own, just saying I'm gonna play this on Shireen does something, but you gotta have all the pieces to really say like, holy shit, what is he doing? This is
Okay,
amazing.
what are all the pieces then?
Well, him saying, I have this idol. I am going to play it on Shireen. And Shireen is going to vote for
Tyler.
uh, Tyler, and I'm going to vote for one of you assholes. So, it is in your best interest to flip on Tyler and get him out now. Otherwise, it could be one of you
Yes.
if you all vote Shireen.
Right.
And it just adds this element of like paranoia, which I thought was so brilliant.
Yes. Okay. I agree.
By saying, like, yeah,
Yes. All right. So all that obviously that's a really good move.
oh yeah,
Yes. Okay. Skip ahead a bit. Now they've voted. Good move, bad move. Mike not playing the idol for Shireen.
good move.
Yeah.
I think even after removing Tyler, there's still so many of them that he still has to win immunity next week to be safe next week without an idol. So he needs that idol in his pocket still.
I agree. I agree.
More than he needs Shireen with him.
Yeah, and I wish I could take credit for this, but I was listening to Rob as a podcast stuff, and he raised the point that Mike probably has more options without Shireen. Like, he's a free vote now. He's a free agent. He can do whatever he wants and help other people. But if he's with Shireen, he's trying to bring in other people, which is a lot harder to do.
Interesting.
Um,
That makes a lot of sense.
yes. I wish I could take credit for that. Um, all right. So I agree. Good move on not playing the idol. I do like that now they know where the idol is, or that he has an idol, and nobody except Tyler knows that Carolyn has an idol. So that is such a
Such a good idol.
good. Yeah, that's so good. I love how they've played that. No one has any idea. I'm hoping that comes into play with Dan's double vote. Actually,
Oh fuck that double vote.
do you like that twist? Did we talk about that? I don't. We never had the show, but did.
We did not. That was last
Okay.
week.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you like that twist?
Um. I guess
Do you
it's not horrible. It's better than the what's his name idol.
to Tyler Perry idol?
Yeah.
Yeah. Do you like it better than